For lesson 70, we're going to talk about reducing before we multiply. We've talked about some of this. I kind of showed you ahead of time how to do some of this, so hopefully this is a review. So I'm going to simplify 5 6 times 1/5. I'm going to write this bigger. Now, remember when we have two fractions we're multiplying, this line can go all the way across, and then we just have little multiplication symbols in between. Okay? And if I have a number at the top and a number on the bottom that are the same, they can cancel out and they turn to ones. Okay, so this 5 and this 5 can cancel out. There's one on top, one on bottom. Okay? Remember they turn to ones, we just kind of say we get rid of them because 1 times anything is whatever that other number is. So you kind of get rid of it. Now, all I have left on top is a 1. I have a 6 down here. They don't match up. So top I have 1 times 1. Bottom I have 6 times 1, which is 6. So rather than multiplying all that out and then reducing, I'm reducing with my smaller numbers. So if I multiply this out, I'd have 5/30. Then you gotta think about how many times 5 goes into 30. More work. Okay? Let's try another example. I have 1 and 1 9 times 1 and 1/5. Okay, I gotta get improper fractions before I multiply. So 9 times 1 is 9 plus 1. I have 10 nines times 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6. The bottom number stays the same, fifths. Now, remember this line goes all the way across. The multiplication sign's in the middle. I don't have a number on the top that's on the bottom, but what I do have are numbers that have common factors. Okay? So let's start with this 10. If I look on the bottom, is there a number that has the same common factor as 10? So it has to be 2 or 5. Okay? There is a 5 on bottom. Okay? So 5 goes into both 5 and 10. So 5 goes into 10 2 times. 5 goes into 5 1 time. Okay? Now, there's nothing else that goes with the 2 on bottom. So I'm going to go over to my 6. There's no 6s on bottom, but what I do have is a 9, and a common factor there is 3. So 3 goes into 6 2 times. 3 goes into 9 3 times. Okay? Now there's no more numbers with common factors. I multiply the tops, I get 4. Multiply the bottoms, I get 3. Now I have to turn that into an improper fraction. If I need to, I can divide. I should get 1 and 1/3. So even though we don't have the same number on top and bottom, we can take common factors out to help us reduce before we multiply. One more example here. Okay, I have 5 6 divided by 5 halves. Now, remember when we're dividing fractions, don't ask why, flip the second fraction and multiply. 5 6 times 2/5. So I draw a line across, multiply here, multiply here. Okay, I see there's a 5 on top, 5 on bottom. Okay, there's no 2 on bottom here, but I do know that there's a common factor between 2 and 6. So, and that factor is 2, so 2 goes into 2 1 time. 2 goes into 6 3 times. Okay, do the top, I get 1, because remember this is kind of like a 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. So my answer would be 1/3. Go ahead, try the practice set. Go through it, do what you can, try to reduce everything before you multiply. If you don't reduce before you multiply, or you only do part of the reducing, we still should get the same answer because we have to make sure our answer is reduced. But try to do all the reducing before you multiply. And then we'll go through these, and if we have any questions, we can maybe go through a couple more problems in class.